without husband. She undergoes more difficulties. Now, this is the story which goes 5,000 years ago when the world was different than the current world. Now, the modern world, the girls have more freedom as compared to the previous times. So, at that time, Kunti's husband, Pandu, he died because of uneventful situation, and Kunti had to raise her 5 children. And these 5 children faced great difficulties because they were the children of king. Pandu was a king actually, and his brother Dhritarashtra wanted to take over the kingdom. You know, battle of Mahabharata. So they wanted to take over the kingdom. So they tried to kill these 5 young children when they were young. When the father died, when mother was by herself, at that time the children were attempted to be killed by the elder brother Dhritarashtra and his sons Duryodhana. And somehow or other, with the blessings of Lord Krishna, all the children were saved. And even after the children were saved, when the children got their kingdom back, they were cheated. And there was a game of dice, which was played. And by cheating, they got the kingdom back from the Pandavas. And in that cheating game, they tried to humiliate the wife of Pandavas. And then after that, they throw them out of their house. They try to burn them in a big palace called Lakshagraha. And they went through lot of turmoil. They were sent to the forest for 13 years in exile. Right? So in this way, Pandavas were tortured like anything. They were almost killed all the time. And all the time, only one person who saved them, who was Krishna. All the time, Krishna was there by the Pandavas. And then he saved them. And then after the battle of Mahabharata was over, and Dhritarashtra, who was the eldest of the Pandavas, was coronated as a king of whole Bharatvarsha. Currently, country which we call India is was called as Bharatvarsha at that time. And Bharat was very big, like current Bharat map is very small. The Bharat was practically included entire planet. Actually, 5,000 years ago, Canada didn't exist. Canada was small, it didn't exist at all. America didn't exist. Russia didn't exist. Everything was after that. 5,000 years ago, it was whole one big continent, which was ruled by one single king, which was King Bharat, after whose name was named Bharatvarsh. And then in that dynasty came the Yudhishthir. So Yudhishthir Maharaj was coronated as a king. And then Krishna was about to leave Hastinapur and going back to his own place, which is Dwarka. Dwarka is in Gujarat, while Hastinapur is the current Delhi, is called Hastinapur. So Krishna is about to leave here. You can see in this picture, Krishna is sitting in the chariot. Bhagavan Krishna is sitting in the chariot, and he is about to go back to Dwarka from Hastinapur. At that time, Mother Kunti comes to Lord Krishna, and she is reciting the shlokas or mantras which we are going to recite today. These mantras have so much powerful energy that if you recite them every day, you will try to know more about Krishna. These mantras are trying to know about God. If you really want to know who God is, then the prayers of Kunti will tell you who Krishna is, who God is, how God works, why God appears, what are the qualities of God. Nowadays, everybody and anybody becomes a God. Anybody can declare that he is a God, she is a God, and people accept that. But in these prayers of Queen Kunti, she approaches Krishna and she describes the glories of Krishna in this prayer. These are called as prayers by Queen Kunti, and these are very, very nice prayers. Some of these slokas we did in the last session, so we're going to repeat them very quickly and then we'll go to the Next one. Okay. So total there are 42 shlokas or 42 mantras, and we did I think almost 20, 22, but we'll briefly revise them today. Okay, because some of them are brand new, so I just want to give them a chance. Anytime you do not understand, then you can ask me. So here is the first shloka from Kunti's prayer, and Kunti is saying. Now I have a very nice recording uh, of one of our friend who has recorded these shlokas in his voice. Okay, so I'm going to play this shlokas for you through his. So he's reciting very nicely. So I'm going to play it for all of us. Okay. So here Kunti is saying to Lord Krishna, Namasye Purusham Tvadhyam Ishwaram Prakrute Param Alakshya Sarva Bhutanam Antarbahiravastitam. So here Kunti is paying respects to Bhagavan Krishna. And what is she saying? That, hey Krishna, you are the Purusham Tvadyam. Adyam means the origin. So he's saying that Krishna, you are the original Supreme Personality of Godhead. There is nobody higher than Govinda. Govindam is called as Adi Purusham Tamam Bhajami. She's saying that Krishna, you are the Supreme Person. Ishvara means the controller. So you are the controller of everybody. We all are controlled actually. No matter what you think, you are independent, but you are not independent. You are controlled. How you are controlled? If it is too much hot weather, then the weather is controlling you. You need some cold. If too much cold weather, then you need some heat. So the weather is controlling you. Then what is else controlling you? The natural calamities, right? Hurricane, storm, right? They are also controlling you. Then various bacteria and viruses, right? They can come and infect you, and they can start controlling your body. Is that right? Somebody gets COVID infection. Who controls now? Your body. COVID controls your body now. You lose your control of the body, right? And then somebody, your neighbors will try to control you, your parents will try to control you, your friend will try to control you, your wife will try to control you, your husband will try to, everybody trying to control each other. Why? Because we want to be God. We all want to be God. That's the tendency we all have. Controlling mentality. We all want to be boss. Nobody wants to be the servant. But the ultimate boss is Krishna. Kunti is saying, Ishvara Prakrute Param. So you are the Supreme Lord. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Nobody is higher than Krishna actually. Krishna is the ultimate Supreme Personality of Godhead. We are all controllers, but we are tiny controllers. I can control only the switch of the fan. I can't control anything else. If you try to control others, then it will be in trouble. So Kunti is saying, Ishvara Prakrute Param, you are the supreme controller. Alaksham Sarva Bhutanam. You know, God is everywhere. Sarva Bhutanam means Krishna is there in you, Krishna is there, Krishna is there. Everywhere Krishna is there. But Alaksham. Alaksham means invisible. You can't see God. Many people ask question, have you seen God? Have you seen God? No? How about you? Have you seen God? Not yet. Anybody has seen God? No? Okay, you're sitting here. Is the sun there outside? Sun is there. Can you see the sun now? Because there is a wall in between, right? If the wall is not there, you can see the sun, right? So the God is there, but there is a wall. That's why you can't see it. Sun is there. Only you have to go outside and go beyond the wall. You will see the sun. but you're not able to see because there is a curtain, there is a Krishna is there antar bahir avasthitam. Krishna is there within your heart and outside. Everywhere Krishna is there. But only problem is that we do not have a vision to see it. If I open the car engine, then you can see the engine, right? All the parts. But if you don't know which part is what, then even though you are seeing, you are not seeing because you don't understand anything. So to see, you need what do you need to see? You need eyes or you need knowledge? Without knowledge, you can't see, actually. You know, right? If you have anybody computer engineer here, software engineer, hardware engineer, no? Any doctors here? Yeah, quite a few people. Okay, so if you open the patient's body, then you see different parts of the patient's body, right? But if you don't know anything about medicine, then you won't understand anything, right? But if you know, then you will understand. So seeing is not with the eyes, seeing is with the mind, actually. You need the knowledge. Even if you have complete knowledge and if you describe about some patient, I can exactly imagine what patient might be going through and I can diagnose it actually. Because I'm seeing it with my mind actually. So you can see with the mind and not with the eyes actually. So here Kunti is saying that you are there everywhere but people are not able to see it. Why? Because they don't know about you. So I ask you, have you seen Krishna? We don't know Krishna because we don't know about him. So that's why you don't know about Krishna. So Kunti Mata is going to give us the information who Krishna is. Hare Krishna, come sit here. So here Kunti Mata is praying to Lord Krishna. And she is saying that I offer my obeisances to you because you are the original personality. Bhagavan Krishna is the supreme. All the Devi Devatas, they come from Krishna. And this is not what I am saying, this is mentioned in all the Vedas, all the literatures. Brahmaji himself is saying, Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. You are the original Adi Purusha. All the Devi Devatas, when they are in trouble, where do they go? They first go to Brahmaji. And then where Brahmaji goes? Brahmaji goes to Krishna and says that Krishna, you please save us. So this is how Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. So Kunti Mata is saying that I offer my obeisances to you because you are the supreme personality of Godhead. Bhagwan Krishna ke aage koi bhi nahi hai. You are unaffected by the qualities of material nature. Bhagwan Krishna, he is not affected by sattva guna, rajoguna or tamoguna. We all are affected by different modes of nature. Sometimes we are in tamoguna. Sometimes we are in rajoguna. When we are in tamoguna, what do? We become lazy. When we are in rajoguna, we work very hard. And when we are in sattva guna, we do meditation, yoga, pranayam, breathing, read Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, help others, like that. When we are in rajoguna, we are competitive. We want to cut chase others. You know? When sattva guna, we help others. And when we are tamoguna, we pull down others. So there are different things. But Krishna is not affected by Hare Krishna. You are the existing both within and without, but you are invisible to all. Krishna is there everywhere, but it is not seen by anyone. Why? Because you don't have the knowledge. Big round of applause to Visha. Because what did she say? What did she say? What did she say? Can you tell him again? Why don't we see Krishna? Because we don't have the knowledge. We don't have knowledge to understand Krishna, right? So if you do not have knowledge, you can't see Krishna, right? So how do you see with? You see with the knowledge, right? So Kunti Mata is going to give us the knowledge about Krishna. Then you will be able to see Krishna. So Kunti Mata is saying further. So here is a very nice prayer. And then I have recorded one of our friend who has very nicely recorded here. So I'm going to. So Mata Kunti is describing Krishna. हाँ, भगवान का डिस्क्रिप्शन चल रहा है, भगवान सामने खड़े हैं, कृष्ण इज स्टैंडिंग राइट इन फ्रंट ऑफ कुंती माता, एंड कुंती माता इज डिस्क्राइबिंग दैट कृष्णा यू आर द सुप्रीम, you are within and without, you are everywhere, but somehow or other people are not able to see it. Why? So in this shloka Kunti Mata श्लोक में भगवान को डिस्क्राइब कर रही है, माया जवनिका छन्नम. जवनिका इज कर्टन एंड माया इज, व्हाट इज माया? हाँ, इल्यूजन इज द करेक्ट आंसर. वेरी नाइस. आपका क्या नाम? गौरव. हाँ, इल्यूजन. व्हाट इज इल्यूजन? Illusion is something which appears to be true but it is not true. Just like a mirage. Yeah, correct. This whole world appears to be very true actually. But as soon as the movie is over, everything is finished. Right? When you go in the movie, actually I was in Disneyland last week. I went with my family there. And in the Disney, there are some rides which make you feel like you're going to fall down now. Make you scared actually. But then when you close your eyes, you don't feel anything. Because the illusion is because of what you see, right? So there are many things in the life which are illusion, which appears to be real, but as soon as the show is finished, all gone. Like today, you might see this is my brother, this is my sister, this is my house, this is my bungalow, this is my car. But as soon as the body is finished, the brother, sister, everybody gone. Is that right? Yes or no? As soon as the death comes, then the new family comes. The new brother, the new sister, the new house, and then the new nationality. This life you might be Canadian or American or Indian, then another illusion starts. So Kunti Mata is saying, Maya Javanika Chandam. This Maya is covering everything. And as soon as you come in this material world, everything looks real actually. Everything is running. Everybody is running, right? You are in a movie and everybody is scared. You are in a ride, there and everybody is shouting loudly in the ride because it appears true actually that you're going to fall down. But as soon as the ride stops, the illusion disappears and you are back to normal. So in this life, Kunti Mata is saying that Ajog Daksham Avyayam. Because of this ignorance of knowledge or lack of knowledge and curtain of Maya, we are not able to see Krishna. भगवान को हम नहीं देख पाते क्योंकि हमारे और भगवान के बीच में कर्टन लगा हुआ है. There is a curtain between me and Krishna, so I can't see Krishna. न लक्ष्य से मूढ़ दृशा. Mudha means foolish. So lack of knowledge leads to foolishness. Nato natya dharo yatha. Lord Krishna is there, but we are not able to see it. Just like a artist who is dressed up like an actor who is dressed up like some different person, then you may not be able to identify that person because he is dressed up different person. Similarly, Krishna is there everywhere. He is dressed up differently. He is dressed up like him, like him, like him, like her. But we are not able to see Krishna because there is a curtain of ignorance. So here, Kunti Mata is giving us the information how we can see Krishna, because to see Krishna is our main purpose of our life, right? So Mata Kunti is praying to Krishna, is saying that you are beyond the limited range of sense perception. You are invisible to the foolish observer, exactly as an actor dressed as a player is not recognized. So भगवान को जानने के लिए क्या चाहिए? क्या चाहिए? भगवान को जानने के लिए थोड़ा भगवान के बारे में जानना पड़ेगा ना. Who is Krishna? How he looks like? So Mata Kunti is going to give us some information about Krishna. She is saying here, there's the words here, it says, Tatha Paramhamsanam Muninam Amalatmanam Bhakti Yoga Vinanartham Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga means there are different types of yoga system. There is a Hatha Yoga, there is a Ashtanga Yoga, there is a Dhyana Yoga, there is a Bhakti Yoga, there is a Karma Yoga, there is a Sankhya Yoga. There are different yoga systems. And what is the word yoga means? You see the word yoga here? It says Bhakti Yoga Vidhanartham. Bhakti means devotion. What does bhakti means? Bhakti means love. Uh, love means seva, service. So when there is love, there is service involved. So bhakti yoga means devotional service with love. So when you serve Krishna with love, then only you can see Krishna. So how do you serve Krishna? With love, how do you serve? So when you love Krishna, you love everybody around you. Is that right? Because Krishna is everywhere, inside and outside. And what is the best quality of Krishna? Bhagavan ka quality kya hai? He is very kind and compassionate to everybody. Compassion means that no matter how many mistakes we do in our life, we all have done sinful activity. Anybody has not done any sinful activity? किसी ने कोई पाप नहीं किया अपने जीवन में, ऐसा कुछ हो सकता है? सब ने किया, लेकिन भगवान हमें फिर भी खाना दे रहे हैं, फिर भी पानी दे रहे हैं, air, everything Krishna is giving us, even after committing so many sinful things in our life. Is that right? We might have done something bad to somebody, we might have thought something bad about someone, we might be jealous of somebody, right? We might have cheated someone. Anybody who has never cheated anybody here? किसी ने किसी को cheat नहीं किया, ऐसा कोई है व्यक्ति यहाँ पे? Anybody who has never cheated anyone? You? That's true actually. But we all have, right? Anybody who has never lied? झूठ नहीं बोला है किसी के साथ? We all have done wrong things, but still Krishna, Bhagwan kitne kind hai. He is giving us everything. He is giving us air, water, shelter, food. और हम किसी ने हमारे से थोड़ा सा भी गलती हो गया तो उसके साथ बात करना बंद कर देते हैं, है ना? किसी ने हमें थोड़ा सा भी गलत बोल दिया तो हम क्या करते हैं? उसके साथ संबंध कट कर देते हैं, है ना? Is that right? Krishna is so kind. Hare Krishna. भगवान कितने compassionate हैं. We might have done so many wrongs, but Krishna will never let us go. He will hold us. We never remember him, but Krishna always remembers us. है ना? भगवान भूले बिना रोज सूर्य को भेजते हैं. He sends us water every day. He sends us food every day. Even though we don't remember him, doesn't matter. He will make sure it comes to you, right? And not only us. He looks after all the animals, insects, birds, reptiles, so many people. So what is the best quality of Krishna? He is very kind, considerate, caring. You understand caring? किसी का care करना. When you care someone, what do you do? You look after his every need. What would you like to have? Krishna gives you everything what you need. That is called as caring nature of Krishna. So, Bhakti Yoga Vidhanartham. One who cares for you so much, wouldn't you care to love him or serve him? And Krishna doesn't want anything from you. Krishna just wants your attention. That child, he doesn't want anything. He just needs attention, right? Is that correct?
He might need to sleep.
Yeah, that needs your attention, right? Because if you leave child like that, then child will not be happy. Similarly, Krishna doesn't need anything from us. He just needs your attention towards him. And when you come to see Krishna, you see him and you glorify him. Here Mata Kunti is glorifying Krishna. Hey Krishna, Tatha Paramahamsana Muninam Amalatmana Bhakti Yoga Vidhanartham Katham Pashyama. So, Mata Kunti is glorifying Krishna. She is further saying, Krishnaya Vasudevaya. So Mata Kunti is now describing Krishna And he's saying that Krishna, you are the son of Vasudeva. Now Janmashtami is coming soon. Day after tomorrow is Janmashtami. आप सब लोग आइएगा. Wednesday, 6th of September is Janmashtami. And Krishna appeared in the family of Devaki and Vasudeva. So Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha. Devaki, he is son of Devaki. Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namo. So Krishna gives pleasure to all the cowherd boys, Gopas in Vrindavan, and he is also son of Nanda Maharaj. After birth, Krishna was transferred to Gokul, to the place of Nanda Maharaj. Govindaya Namo Namaha. Govinda means, what does Govinda means? Govinda is another name of Krishna. Krishna's name is Govinda, but Krishna is the one who gives pleasure to go. Go means cows. Cows also and senses also. Indriya. Go means also senses. So when you look at Krishna, it gives pleasure. आनंद मिलता है भगवान का दर्शन करके. Yes or no? इसलिए गोविंदाय नमो नमः. So the Mata Kunti is glorifying Krishna and she is describing different parts of Krishna. And she's comparing different parts of Krishna with Pankaja. Pankaja means lotus. So she is saying here, Rajanitraya Namaste Pankajangrahe. So Mata Kunti is comparing different parts of Krishna's body to Pankaja. Pankaja means lotus, Kamal. Huh? So Krishna's eyes are like lotus, Krishna's navel is like a lotus, Krishna's feet are like lotus, and Krishna is wearing a lotus garland. You can see around the neck of Krishna, you can see a garland which is made up of. तो माता कुंती भगवान का रही है और माता कहती है My respectful obeisances are to you, O Lord, whose abdomen is marked with depression like a lotus flower, who are always decorated with garlands of lotus flower, whose glance is as cool as the lotus, and whose feet are engraved with lotus. So when you take darshan of Krishna, how do you take the darshan of Krishna? You start with the feet. So Bhagavan ka jo charan hai, you take the darshan of Krishna's feet. And then you start taking the darshan of thighs and abdomen, then you take the Krishna's chest, then face and then head, like that. So भगवान का दर्शन पैर से होता है ऊपर. तो Lord Krishna's whole body is marked with lotus emblem. भगवान का चरण जो है वो कमल के जैसा है. So यहाँ माता कुंती भगवान का वर्णन कर रही है. So I'm just going over this quickly because we did all these shlokas in the last time. Now in this shloka, Mata Kunti is describing how Krishna saved his devotee. Krishna always looked after his devotee very nicely. So here Mata Kunti is describing about how Krishna saved all his devotees. So here she is saying, "Oh, So here Mata Kunti is describing Lord Krishna with a special address, Rishikesha. Have you heard this word Rishikesh before? There is a holy place in India which is called as Rishikesh. What does meaning of Rishikesh? Yes, Rishik means senses and Isha means master. So Krishna is the master of our senses. Our senses are governed by Krishna. So Krishna is called Rishikesha. So Mata Kunti भगवान को कहती है Krishna, you are the master of all the senses. Khalena Devaki. You saved Devaki from Khalena. Khalena means envious. Who was the envious of Devaki? Kansa. Lord always protects his devotees. Whether you believe in the God or not, God is always going to protect you. Whether you stay near your parents or your parents are in India and you are here, are they always there to protect you? Yes. Anything happens, they will run here. Is that right? Suppose you fall sick, what will happen? Your father or mother, they might want to come and see you. Right? They always worry about you. Similarly, Krishna is our father. Krishna always looks after us very carefully. Only thing is that it is the children who forget the parents. Parents never forget the children. Is that right? Yes or no? How many of you think yes? Yeah. When you become busy, some of you came from India just now, right? Last month. So you might be calling India every day or every week. Every day. How many months you are here now? 12 days? Okay, anybody here for more than 1 year? No, you are here. How many times you call your parents? Once in 2 days. She calls every day, once in 2 days. Slowly the frequency reduces. Then once in a week. Then you call only when you need money. पापा थोड़ा पैसा भेजना है, थोड़ा जरूरत है. हाँ. But Krishna always, your parents always remember you. They will never forget. They always, every day they remember you. Even though you are not with them, they are always, you are always in their thoughts. So Krishna protected all his devotees. भगवान इतने दयालु है कि आप भले मंदिर ना आओ, लेकिन भगवान आपका ध्यान रखेंगे. हाँ, ये गारंटी है. आप आना है तो आइए, ना आना है तो मत आइए. Some of you will not come again, probably, and some of you will come every day. That's okay. But Krishna will always be there with you because he is Rishikesha. What is Rishikesha means? He is there in your heart. He is going to be there with you, protect. So Krishna protected Devaki, Khalena Devaki, Kamsena Ruddha Atichiram Sucharpita. Atichiram means for long, long time. Atichiram, long, long time. Sucharpita. Devaki and Kansa were harassed by Kansa for long, long time. But Krishna protected them. Tvayeva nathena muhur vipad ganat. Vipad means difficulties, distress. Ganat means series. So here there are series of dangers in the life of Mother Kunti. Series of dangers. Pada pada yada vipadam. Actually, there is a danger at every step in our life. As soon as you step outside, you don't know what will going to happen, right? Maybe a lightning pillar will fall on your head and bulb chala gaya. Finished, right? Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki jai, Shri Shri Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ki jai, Shri Shri Radha Vrajvatsal ki jai, Shri Shri Jagannath, Shri Shri Baldev Subhadra Mata ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. So Mata Kunti is saying that Vipada Ganat, unlimited dangers are there in our life. Friends, don't think that you are safe everywhere. Even you are at a London Heathrow airport, or you might be at Toronto airport, or you might be at Los Angeles airport, or any airport, there is a lot of security. But anything can happen, and even there is after security. Is that correct? Yeah, anything can happen. So there is a pada pada yada vipadam. So Kunti Mata faced a lot of dangers, but Krishna always protected Mata Kunti. Krishna is always there to protect all of us, but we are the one who forget Krishna. So Mata Kunti is remembering, she is remembering all the things which happened with them. Actually, भगवान हमारे लिए जो करते हैं उसको हम भूल जाते हैं. उसको क्या कहते हैं? अगर किसी ने आपके लिए को अच्छा किया, if somebody does something good for you and you forget that good, what is that called as? That is called as krutagnata. Eighth है कृतज्ञता and one is कृतज्ञता. Means Kritagnyata means somebody does good to you and you remember it. Oh, this person did good to me. I will always remember. And anything he needs, I will be there for him. That is. And Kritagnyata means he did all good for you, but you forget everything. आपने के लिए सब कुछ अच्छा किया, एक थोड़ा सा गलती हो गया तो आप बोलेंगे ये बहुत खराब आदमी है. सो माता कुंती भगवान को याद करते कहती है. सो हियर इज द मंत्र शी इज स्पीकिंग. Bhagavan Krishna protected Pandavas from lots of dangers, and the list of those dangers are mentioned here. Vishan. Vishan means poison. Pandavas were poisoned. Mahagni. Mahagni means Lakshagraha. They were tried to be burned. Then Purushad Darshanad means man eaters also. Some dangerous people also try to harass Pandavas. Mrude Mrude Anek Maharatha. Lots of great fighters also came, like Dronacharya, Bhishma Pitamaha, Karna. All these were great fighters. But who protected? कृष्णा. भगवान कृष्ण हमारी रक्षा करते हैं, तो हमें उसको याद भी रखना बहुत जरूरी है कि भगवान ने आज सुबह से भगवान ने आपको क्या क्या दिया. व्हाट डिड कृष्णा गिव यू सिंस मॉर्निंग? ही गेव यू सनलाइट, ही गेव यू एयर. कृष्णा गेव यू एयर, राइट? नो साइंटिस्ट कैन प्रोड्यूस एयर इन द लेबोरेटरी. Yes or no? I mean, in between there was a COVID-19 infection, and in Delhi there was lack of oxygen, and the oxygen cylinders were not available, and then thousands of rupees they're charging for an oxygen cylinder. If Krishna withdraws the oxygen, we are all dead. Is that right? So भगवान कृष्ण हमें बहुत कुछ देते हैं, लेकिन हमारा प्रॉब्लम क्या है? वी आर कृतज्ञ मीन्स वी फॉरगेट, वी टेक हिम फॉर ग्रांटेड. कोई हमारे लिए रोज कुछ अच्छा कार्य करे तो हम उसको थैंक यू कहना भी छोड़ देते हैं कि बस रोज कर रहे हैं, क्या फर्क पड़ता है. तो भगवान, तो माता कुंती ही भगवान को याद कर रही कि भगवान आपने मेरे लिए क्या क्या किया है. तो भगवान को माता कुंती सब कुछ याद करके लिस्ट दे रही है कि भगवान आपने ये मेरे लिए किया है. So Mata Kunti is saying that, my dear Krishna, your lordship has protected from a poisonous cake, from great fire, from cannibals, from the vicious assembly. Actually, in the assembly, Draupadi was trying to be molested by Dushasana. And Krishna came as a sari, actually. Bhagwan sari ban ke aa gaye. ये देखिए भगवान कृष्ण, ही कैन टेक एनी फॉर्म टू प्रोटेक्ट हिज डिवोटीज. भगवान आपकी रक्षा के लिए कुछ भी कर सकते हैं. जैसे भगवान कृष्ण, ही बिकेम अ ड्राइवर टू प्रोटेक्ट हिज डिवोटी अर्जुना. तो भगवान इतने दयालु है कि आपके लिए कुछ भी कर सकते हैं, लेकिन एक ही शर्त क्या है कि आपको भी उनके पीछे थोड़ा बहुत करना जरूरी है. कृष्णा डजंट एक्सपेक्ट एनीथिंग फ्रॉम यू. And then he says, finally you protected from the Ashwatthama's weapon also. भगवान ने उत्तरा के गर्भ में, there was a little baby in the womb of Uttara. What was his name? Very good. Big round of applause to Rishabh. How did Krishna protect Parikshit? How did he protect him?
I think he went in.
Krishna went in, that's correct. But not in a person, but in the form of his energy. And he went and he protected Krishna, Parikshit Maharaj within the womb of Uttara. So Mother Kunti is remembering everything. Further, she is saying that So here Mata Kunti भगवान से कुछ मांग रही है. She asking from Krishna. We all ask from God, right? Yes or no? Yeah, we all ask. Nothing wrong in it. You can ask because He is our Father. You can ask anything from Father. Usually people ask for wealth, prosperity, good education, good qualifications, good things, right? But here Kunti is asking something different actually, which nobody would ask. So what is Kunti saying? Vipadaha shantututa shashvat. Shashvat means always, eternal. तो माता कुंती कहती है कि मुझे शाश्वत दीजिए. क्या दीजिए? विपदा. विपदा मीन्स problems, calamities. She is saying that always give me so many problems in my life that problems does not ever finish. Why? Tatra tatra jagat guru bhavato darshanad yachyad. Because whenever there is a problem in the life of a devotee, Krishna comes. हाँ, भगवान आके भक्त के बाजू में खड़े रह जाते क्योंकि मेरे भक्त की रक्षा करनी है ना. तो माता कुंती कहती है कि अगर प्रॉब्लम नहीं है तो आप हमारे से दूर चले जाएंगे. भगवान अभी द्वारका जा रहे हैं क्योंकि पांडवों का राज्य हो गया है. तो भगवान दूर जा रहे हैं. तो कुंती कहती है कि हमें राज्य, I don't want this kingdom because I want you rather than kingdom. When there are calamities, you stay with us. And when there are good times, you go away. So she's saying that I do not want the material things. I want Krishna. Because there is the problem is that when there is a good things in the life, we all forget Krishna. Because when we are too busy making money, then we don't have time for Krishna. That's correct actually. Because we do job and then we have family and we look after so many things, we don't have time for Krishna. So Mata Kunti is saying that Bhavato Darshanam Yachyad. If we take your darshan, then Apunar Bhava Darshanam, then we will not have another birth again. So Mata Kunti is praying to Krishna that I wish that all those calamities would happen again and again, so that we could see you again and again. देखिए आज सब लोग आए हैं, कुछ लोग पहली बार आए हैं. Some of you have just come to Thunder Bay and you haven't found a job yet probably. You're looking for a job, and once you find a job probably you'll not come to the temple because your shift will not allow you, or you become very busy and probably you will come to temple. Maybe you leave Thunder Bay that time or like that. Once you become busy, then you don't have time for Krishna. When you don't have anything, then you have time for Krishna. So which is better? So Kunti is saying that let me not have any material things. Let me have only you in my life. Because if you have Krishna in life, you won't need anything actually. Is that right? अगर भगवान है तो आपको क्या चाहिए? तो Mata Kunti is saying that for seeing you means that you'll no longer have repeated birth and death again. माता कुंती बहुत सुंदर भगवान से प्रार्थना कर रही है और माता कुंती कहती है, दिस इज अ वेरी नाइस श्लोका. जन्मैश्वर्य श्रुता श्रीभीर. Janma means birth, Aishwarya means opulence, Shruta means higher education, and Shribir means beauty. When you have a higher birth, when you are born in a very rich aristocratic family, when you have a very high education, say you are a scientist or a philosopher or a doctor or an engineer, or you are very beautiful, very smart looking, you are a very very popular, famous, then Kunti Mata is saying, "E dhamna madha puman." Madha means abhiman. As soon as you get some better education, you have more money, you look beautiful, or you are better than others, what happens the next stage? You become very proud, you become puffed up. Huh? And as soon as you are puffed up, then Mata is Kunti is saying, then you will never see Krishna. Because when you are egoistic, when you are too much self-centered, then you will never be able to see Krishna. But if you are akinchana, akinchana means when you do not have any of those opulence, if you are just an ordinary person, you are not any extraordinary, then you will seek for higher truth. People who are very proud or arrogant, they are not into the spiritual life, because they are behind materialistic things. So here Mata Kunti is praying to Krishna that, my Lord, you can be easily approached only by people who are not proud of their beauty, name, fame, power, money. Akinchana. Akinchana means very poor, or who do not have these material opulences. Oh, my Lord, your Lordship can be easily approached, but only by those who are materially exhausted or those who are not proud of it. One who is on the path of material progress, trying to improve himself with respectable parentage, great opulence, higher education, and bodily beauty cannot approach you with sincere feelings. You know. They say that name of God and God are equal. भगवान और भगवान के नाम में कोई फर्क नहीं है. लेकिन नाम लेते वक्त आपका भाव क्या है ये बहुत जरूरी है. What is the emotion? Some people, they go to temple whole life, but then you see them in their real life, they are very angry, they are disturbed people. Is that right? Have you seen those people? Some people are externally, they have tilak, they wear nice dhoti kurta, they are vegetarians, they don't eat onion garlic, they might be doing japa also, they might be reading Bhagavad Gita, they might be doing everything what is required, but the feelings are not there, then the heart will not change. And unless the heart doesn't change, you will never see Krishna. आप मंदिर पूरा जिंदगी आते जाओ, लेकिन अगर हृदय बदला नहीं तो भगवान नहीं मिलेंगे. तो यहाँ पे माता कुंती कहती है कि कैनॉट अप्रोच यू विथ sincere feelings. What is sincere feeling means? A caring attitude. We care for everybody around us. We don't become egoistic and we neglect others. अगर हमारे से कोई नीचा है तो क्या करेंगे हम? If somebody is lower than us, what do? We look down upon him. Somebody is higher, we look upon. But we lift everyone. If somebody is down, lift him. Somebody equal, don't compete with him. Usually people compete if they are equal, right? Yes or no? Usually people who are down, you look down upon him. If you are up, people pull them down. And if you are equal, compete with them. But in the bhakti process, with the sincere feeling, you help everybody. If somebody is higher than you adore them, you respect them like that. So here, Mata Kunti is saying that if you have sincere feeling, then you can approach Krishna. भगवान के पास जाने के लिए क्या चाहिए? सिंसियर फीलिंग. माता कुंती कहती है कि आपके पास सिंसियर फीलिंग चाहिए. माता कुंती पहले कहती है, दिस वन इज अ वेरी नाइस श्लोका. तो माता कुंती भगवान को कहती है, नमो किंचन वित्ताय. अकिंचन, अकिंचन मीन्स अगेन वन हु डज नॉट हैव मटेरियल प्राइड. Krishna can be only approached by the people who are very humble. भगवान के पास आना है तो बहुत सिंसियरिटी से आना पड़ेगा. तो लॉर्ड कृष्णा इज द प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ पीपल हु आर वेरी हम्बल. Any example of a person who was very humble in the life of Krishna? Is a story of a Sudama. Everybody knows Sudama?
Yes.
Yeah, there was a very poor Brahmin. His name was Sudama. Sudama had nothing with him. He had no clothing, no footwear, nothing to give to Krishna. So his wife forced him to go and see Krishna in Dwarka from Porbandar. She said, I don't have anything to take to Krishna. What can I take? Because you don't go to Krishna with empty handed. हाँ भगवान के पास जब जाते हैं तो खाली हाथ कभी नहीं जाना चाहिए. एक फ्लावर का पंख भी थोड़ा सा कुछ लेके जाना भगवान के पास. Even you can bring a leaf from outside and offer to Krishna. Doesn't matter. But you offer something to Krishna. Krishna doesn't need it from you because he owns everything. Is that right? But when a father gets a gift from the child and child buys a gift from the father's money and gives it to a happy birthday Papa. Papa preserves that gift for a long time. Even it might be 1 rupee worth of gift because it is given with love, right? So even you come to Krishna, you can bring maybe a little chocolate for Krishna, a little flower for Krishna, anything you can bring. That is called as akinchana. Akinchana means you do not have anything, but you will bring something for because you love Krishna. So Sudama was akinchana means very poor. He had nothing. He borrowed the poha, dry rice, from his neighbor and say, I'm going to see Krishna, can I borrow something from you? And then he put it in his cloth. Potli bana diya. And then he saw Krishna's palace, my God. How can I give this little thing to Krishna? But Krishna saw the heart of Sudama and he snatched that poha from. So that is called akinchana vrittaya. तो भगवान को देने के लिए क्या है हमारे पास? What do you have to give Krishna? We have nothing to give to Krishna. Is that right? हमारे पास क्या है? सब कुछ उनका ही है. लेकिन अगर आप कुछ प्रेम से भगवान को दे सकते हैं तो he will accept it. So Mata Kunti कहती है नमो अकिंचन वित्ताय. You are the one who are the property of. Oh, there is a typing error here, but anyway. You are the one who are property of one who does not have material wealth. You don't have to give $1,000,000 to Krishna. When you give 1 rupee to Krishna, just with love, Krishna will accept it. फर्दर माता कुंती भगवान के बारे में कह रही है सो हियर माता कुंती भगवान को एक स्पेशल टाइटल दे रही है. क्या टाइटल दे रही है? भगवान के बारे में बता रहे हैं हमें. हाँ, माता कुंती इज टेलिंग दैट मन्ये त्वम कालम ईशानाम. काल मीन्स समय, टाइम. So Mata Kunti is saying that Krishna, you are the eternal time. It's time. What is the time now? 7:20. So time is Krishna. So Mata Kunti is saying that you are the eternal time. Tvam kalam ishanam anadi nidanam vibhu. You are the eternal time and you are the supreme controller. Time is as equal to God. Look, some people say that time is money, but time is not money. What is time? Time is God actually. You cannot buy time with money, right? So time is not money. Time is more than money because once the time lost, it will never come back. Those who respect time, they will respect Krishna, and those who respect Krishna will respect time. So Mata Kunti is saying that samam charantam sarvatra bhutanam yad mitaha kali. So Mata Kunti is saying that my Lord, I consider your Lordship to be the eternal time, the supreme controller, without beginning and end and all pervasive. In distributing your mercy, you are equal to everyone. So Mata Kunti is equal to, is saying that Krishna is equal to everyone. Krishna is also called as Paramatma. Paramatma is there in heart of all of us. He is never partial. Mata Kunti is saying that you protected us and the Pandavas were protected, but Kauravas were killed. So was Krishna partial to Pandava? Yes or no? How many of you think that Krishna was partial to Pandavas? Is God partial? Yes or no? Or God is impartial? God is partial or God is impartial? What is partial means? Partial means it takes sides, right? He favors one person, does not favor other person. Is God like that? Does sun favor any particular country? No, right? Whosoever is in front of sun will get the sun. Whosoever is not in front of sun will not get the sun. Like now, Canada is in front of sun, so we have a day. And India, there is night time because they are not in front of sun. Is that correct? So the sun is as it is. Sun is impartial. But what is the rotation of earth making it day and night? Similarly, the God is impartial. But only those who turn to God, they get protected. Those who turn away from God, they get destroyed. Like Kauravas got destroyed. Why? Because they turned away from Krishna. And Pandavas, they turned towards Krishna. Ravana got destroyed or protected. Why? Because he turned away from Lord Rama. Kansa got destroyed because he turned away from Rama. So Mata Kunti is saying that you are distributing your mercy equally. Even though some people may feel that you are very partial to your devotees. Krishna protected Prahlad. Everybody knows story of Prahlad? Yeah? You know the story of Prahlad? So, whom did Krishna protect Prahlad from? So Hiranyakashipu was destroyed, right? Why did Hiranyakashipu got destroyed? Because he was against the mercy of Krishna, while Prahlad was towards the mercy of Krishna. So one who is towards the mercy gets protected, one who is away from the mercy gets destroyed. So here Mata Kunti is saying that you are distributing the mercy to everyone equally, but only those who are towards your mercy gets protected. So in this way, Mata Kunti is describing Lord Krishna's various pastimes very nicely. And there are 42 shlokas, but we'll pause here considering the time limit. As here says Mata Kunti that Krishna is impartial, but nobody can understand Krishna because when Krishna comes in a human form, everybody thinks that he is a ordinary person like you and me. But Krishna is no more an ordinary person. Krishna is, even though he is looking like all of us, he is very special. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So with that, we'll pause here and we'll continue this when we meet next time, Mata Kunti's prayer. So total 42 shlokas, we have covered only 28 shlokas, but we'll continue. Any questions here? Anybody? Okay, we'll do Aarti ceremony and following the Aarti, then we'll have Prashadam. So please stay back for the Prashadam time. Thank you so much. We'll do the Aarti. May I request everybody to come and stand in front of the deities, so we'll do Aarti ceremony. And as I said that we have Janmashtami coming up on 6th of September at 8 o'clock. So please come for the Janmashtami festival. Thank you everyone. Thank you so much. I want to thank everyone who is joining us online from different parts. Uh, Thank you Kadambari ji, thank you Parul ji, thank you Lalit Prabhu from joining